What we've now got to do is that we've all got to sit down together, collective heads together, to try and see how best we can protect Gibraltar's position. All we can do, all of us, is basically do the best that we can for Gibraltar. And, I've said it in the past that in any difficult situation, there are also opportunities that may arise, and we've got to be able to identify and pursue those opportunities.
What springs to mind when you think opportunities?
Well, opportunities, we've got to identify different markets outside the European Union. And, I have travelled quite extensively to Morocco to identify in the context of my own private practice as well, but also politically for the future to see what synergies there may be between Gibraltar and Morocco, and also countries outside the European Union to see whether there are possible tripartite relationships that can actually be built using Gibraltar, for example. And that's something that every single private practitioner, I expect, would be doing. But it's the kind of thing that a government obviously has to provide a steer in relation to. I have always said from the very beginning that we have got to attempt to keep this very simple indeed. And our priorities have to be access into the UK market, access to the single market if that is successfully negotiated, access to any trade deals negotiated by the UK with third parties, and also a reasonable agreement in relation to the border.
Are you expecting Gibraltar, therefore, to be excluded from certain future trade deals?
I'm not expecting anything. I am telling you what potentially are the types of issues that might be at stake and the types of factors that might come into play in the future when the United Kingdom is about to enter into an agreement with the European Union. On the positive side, there are a lot of factors and a lot of imperatives for the United Kingdom and Spain in particular to come to an agreement. There are a lot of business interests between Spain and the United Kingdom, a lot of people from Spain in the United Kingdom and vice versa. And therefore, the United Kingdom needs to hold its nerve in relation to this, because I believe that if the United Kingdom were to stick to its guns in relation to an agreement at the frontier, I think that there is the potential to reach that agreement, which would be positive for Gibraltar, positive for the United Kingdom, and positive for Spain. I think that if the agreement is guaranteed by the European Union, or the European Union are parties to that agreement, it becomes more difficult for Spain to do so. But of course, the existence of an agreement is always much better than if an agreement is not reached, and therefore we're in the default position of effectively Spain being able to do what it likes in relation to the border. And in relation to the border, we will see more of Spain's intentions as it operates these new amendments to the Schengen Code that put extra obligations on Spain in this case to effectively check travel documents. So we will see how that works, and I think that's a good pointer as to how Spain is going to behave in relation to the border, certainly in the short to medium term.